I'm back on my bullshit, baby. I really am. 2021 Q is back on his bullshit. Hey, like we back. Like I'm sorry. Like I just got off work. Drake got me doing this episode late as shit. I hope y'all's week is going well. You know, but I just caught a glimpse of one of the stories that I got to relay some information on to y'all, and that shit is mind blowing to fucking me. And y'all gonna know which one I'm talking about. But we finna jump into it from the top, starting with this first story. So y'all remember all the white people that were caught up in that domestic terrorism plot, scandal, espionage type deal? Yeah, well, apparently they are being put on the no-fly list and they're being fired from their jobs and they're facing serious Fed time. That is the part that I'm happy about. I couldn't give two shits whether or not they lost their job or they put on a no-fly list. Put them motherfuckers in jail. They have been outed as cops, firefighters, doctors, and other professions that black people have been saying have racism in them, and white people didn't believe us. With that being said, for those of y'all who always used to pose that question like, where are the cops when all these racist, shenanigans are going on? It's just like you never see Batman and Bruce Wayne in the same goddamn room. You never see Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus in the same fucking room. Y'all catch my drift? Like, you never see any superhero or villain in the same room as their doppelganger or counterpart. These motherfuckers are one and the same. Not speaking on all firefighters, all cops, because some of y'all dope as hell, continue to do what y'all do. But for y'all motherfuckers that harbor hatred in your heart for no fucking reason, just because deep down you know that black people are the original people and we're fucking better than you racist bastards, yeah, fuck y'all. So the ex-Michigan governor, Snyder, is finally being charged with Flint not having any clean water. About goddamn time, because that came out around 2014? Because I was still in college the first time. The city has been suffering for 7 years without having a clean source of water. It has caused numerous health concerns, and who knows how long these effects will be around. Flint has a lot of healing to do physically, emotionally, but at least we can put this asshole behind bars if all these charges stick to him. Ain't no if, like that. It's a lot of shit that politicians get flack for, and it's not really their fault. It's like their predecessor. Like when Joe Biden come to office, he gonna get blamed for all the shit that Trump did and didn't do, just like Obama when Bush got out and so on and so forth. This motherfucker is responsible for this. Like nobody else should be held as accountable as him. You grew up in class knowing, like, understanding that you need 3 basic necessities in life: food, shelter, and water. And the order that you actually need them in is water first. Like you can go only 3 days without having water. You can actually go 30 days without having food, depending on your body fat percentage and all that. Like if you a skinny motherfucker, don't try that. Our producer finds this hilarious, but I'm fucking appalled. That is what I am. Yeah, we using $3 words here on the Ignorant Noodle. Like I'm gonna drop another one for y'all next week. I am appalled that Ivanka Trump and her husband Jared Kushner have not been allowing the Secret Service to use their bathroom while protecting them. Now let that sink in. I'm good enough to throw my life away for your bitch ass, but I can't go take a shit. I will bet all the amount of money I will come to have in this lifetime that Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump don't clean their own fucking bathroom, but yet they got a problem with the Secret Service using their bathroom. So, in order for the Secret Service to provide for these servicemen, they had to pay another family $3,000 a month for 4 years. So, for those of y'all who trying to figure out the math right now, that's about $144,000 worth of taxpayer money literally in the shitter. Yeah, we've been paying $144 grand for these motherfuckers to go use somebody else's bathroom, while Ivanka and Jared got plenty of bathrooms in their goddamn house. And I know it's still some people out there that's gonna come up with a reason as to why they still support them and everything. And I just want y'all to know, from the bottom of my heart, I thoroughly respect y'all's loyalty. But y'all are some fucking dickheads. There are people out here who have received the COVID vaccine and they are showing signs of violent shaking similar to Parkinson's disease. There's nothing being said about it as to whether or not it's an allergic reaction or an adverse effect to the dosage. The shit is kind of disheartening and scary to look at though. Like I've actually seen a couple of videos, and I want everybody to make a conscious, informed decision before you go and get the COVID vaccine. Like don't buy into the fear mongering from either side. I mean, protect yourself, protect your family, but if you know anything about vaccinations, you know that it takes about roughly 7 to 8 years for a drug to get approved by the FDA and be mass produced for the market. They push this shit out in less than a year. So that should tell you something. And then they pushing for minorities to get it above anybody else. And anybody that comes and tell me that bullshit, I'm just gonna look at them and say, you first. You survive 30 days after getting the shit, I get the same dose you got. But if you drop dead after getting that shit, like, hey, you were the example for me to go by as to why I shouldn't get it. All right, so Azealia Banks is doing some crazy ass shit again. She went viral 3 times. Damn, 3 times. She went viral once this week for dancing with a machete. Again for fat shaming Meg Thee Stallion. Fat shaming Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay, look at this fat girl, heavy metal and reflective shit. I'm sorry, Meg Thee Stallion, you look like a fucking fat girl. This bullshit, Kesha.
And the final and biggest one is because she dug up her cat and cooked it on IG Live. All right. Now everyone understands cultures are different and animal sacrifices is normal. But digging up a grave to cook it is some next level shit. Is it? Is it next level?
Digging it up?
At least she cooked it.
Killing an animal and eating it, cool.
Who said she killed it?
Killing an animal for religious sacrifices, cool. Going in your backyard, digging it up out of a trash bag.
It's a pandemic, man. She might have got hungry.
What the?
Most cultures do it and live and make the killing, the sacrifice, but they not digging up they dead pets in their backyard. I don't know Azealia personally. Honestly, I don't want to get to know her on a personal level. I think she's an attractive girl where she is. With that being said, this bride is fucking crazy. YF and Lucci got caught up in a murder charge. Most people didn't believe it at first because of the viral video of him almost shooting his foot off with a gun. They thought, no way this nigga can shoot someone accurately. The more information came out, apparently he was the driver for a drive-by. His team got the busting at the ops. His team got the busting and the ops bust back. One of his boys got hit in the head, so they dished his body in the streets. That investigation led back to Lucci. If they can dump that boy in the streets, I know niggas in there singing. My condolences to the young man's family that lost one of their loved ones. Also, my prayers are with Lucci. I hope this works out for the best for you. But one thing I ask is, like, niggas with money, please stop doing stupid shit. You have too much money to worry about what a motherfucker has to say about you. Like, once you hit like a certain threshold of money, the shit that people say to you should really be a non-motherfucking factor. Like, honestly. That's just my personal thoughts on it. Like, that's just honest. Like, tell me how y'all feel. Like, money can't buy you happiness, but shit, money can make you think you happy by buying you a bunch of shit to keep you content.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Uncle Fred, and you are now tuned in with another segment of Inword Sports. Now, you know I gotta start the show off with a shout out to a fellow Alkanite. Senior guard Tremaine Crosby has just scored 1,000 points this season. Now, Tremaine, I am really proud of you, man. This is well deserved. I've seen how you've been putting up the stats for Alcorn, man. So keep it up, man. I really am excited to see how the season pans out for the team this year. Also want to shout out my boy B. Ali, representing the Texas Southern Boxing Club. Hey, man, I just want to let you know the whole city's behind you, bro, when you're about. Can't wait to hear about it on Sunday, man. And I also feel like HBCUs across the board should have boxing, man. I mean, fight night at TSU is always rocking. I'm just saying, bro, like that would be crazy. SWAC championship for boxing? Oh, man, bro, we got to talk about that. Jackson State is already adding to a talented team of recruits. Now he's adding the likes of 6'3", 206-pound wide receiver out of Louisville, Corey Reed Jr. Now this kid is special because we're talking about Lamar Jackson's old receiver. And now we'll also have to talk about what he's doing in the trenches by adding a 6'7", 270-pound offensive tackle and Charles Armstrong out of Florida. Now this kid is a lot to handle because this kid was also taking his talents to the Pac-12. Now, me personally, I am excited to see what Jackson State puts on the field, but the best news all week came out that Alcorn State was picked to win the SWAC yet again. And honestly, I saw this coming. because honestly, you need some swag hours before you can come out here and think you just gonna roll through this conference. No, nobody rarely makes it undefeated through this conference. So this is actually gonna be very exciting to see if he can really put it all together with all the pieces that he's got. I told you guys we were going to be keeping up with the top 4 HBCUs in the country. That way we can see who really deserves a legitimate chance at the Hoop Dreams Classic that my boy Michael B. Jordan is going to be putting on for the best 4 HBCUs in the country. So here we go. Number 4, Hampton University went out and handled business against South Carolina Upstate. So that's why they deserve this number 4 spot. I also believe that there is a lot of strong tradition here at Hampton when it comes to basketball. This is also why I figured like kids like Bronny, Zaire Wade, and even Mikey should definitely look into a program like Hampton that's traditionally known for playing good basketball. At the number 3 spot, we have North Carolina A&T. Now, I normally don't like talking about the Aggies and for my own personal reasons, but I really like the basketball program. I mean, they've been out here really putting up some really good numbers. They've been challenging some good teams. They opened up conference play with some solid W's. And honestly, I really like this program. Now, this is another program that I definitely say the kids like the Bronnies, the Zaires, and the Mikeys. This is another program that you guys should definitely look into. I mean, they're already pulling in 4-star recruits out of Texas. So, I mean, it's no reason why they can't propel themselves into the next level. And I mean, they've already had a tournament appearance. So this is another good school, man. I definitely can see one of those guys playing here. At the number 2 spot, we have Morgan State. Now, Troy Baxter Jr. has been shooting lights out. He's been scoring lights out for this team. And I even like the way he plays coming off the bench. So I like what's going on at Morgan State. I really do. I like the basketball they're playing. They challenged the number 1 HBCU on this list. Granted, the series went 1-for-1, but that's expected. But I really like what's going on here. This is also one of my favorite shooting HBCUs. I mean, these guys shot Iona out the gym, so I really believe that this team has what it takes. At the number 1 spot, we have the Norfolk State Spartans. And the Spartans have been playing great basketball. I mean, like I said, when they took on Morgan State, that game was so intense that even in game 2, it was just as intense. So I really like the way they took command of game 2. Now, I will say this. It is going to be very interesting to see how the MEAC shapes up further down the line. I mean, we have some great teams that we have to talk about. And outside of NCAT, Morgan State, and Norfolk, we still have NC Central that we have not discussed. FAMU got a big win earlier this year. So I'm just saying, MEAC basketball is something to be keeping up with. All right, everybody, this concludes another segment of Inword Sports. I am your host, Uncle Fred. Keep it locked, as next week we'll be ranking stadiums of HBCUs from best to worst. Yeah, man, we got to see how you guys' houses look. I know some of y'all probably don't even clean up. All right, y'all, it's your boy, Uncle Fred, and we out.
Man, shout out to this man, Smurf. I don't really be on Twitter like that. Don't ask me why. But Smurf created a black entrepreneur thread on Twitter, and it's got a good bit of people in it. So we're going to continue pulling black businesses from there until we run out, because y'all act like y'all can't drop a black business when Dre puts it up on his channel. Just like, hey, drop a black business. Like, do y'all not want to see each other like win and succeed?
I'm sorry that I never told you sooner, but I've always liked you. Would you go on a date with me? It would make me quite happy.
Miss Jazzy Frizzle is a dope voice actor out of Colorado. She can voice all kinds of characters. If you need samples of her work, go check out her website. She got a website. You know she legit.
Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Norman is a musician that not only has great music, but great visual concepts. Check out his YouTube and stream his music on all platforms. Canvas Muscle is a personal trainer currently running virtual sessions. If you sign up for a virtual one-on-one training, he's got some crazy welcome package stuff for you. You get a kettlebell, whiteboard, physical food tracking journal, and PDF versions of motivation game plans, suggested meal plan, and a grocery list. Try this out if you think working out was too hard in person and want to do things at home at your own pace. This honestly sounds like a crazy bundle deal. Like, you don't get no better than that, because most people that are personal trainers are just that. They're personal trainers. This dude is bringing in the aspect of nutrition as well as like motivating you for your mental health and everything. So if you really serious about, you know, getting into good shape or losing some weight, this definitely sounds like the person y'all need to get at.
Okay, y'all twerking. Okay, booty, butt, cheeks. Booty, butt, cheeks. Hold up, I smell my dog food. Man, get your kibbles and bitch smelling ass in the shower and take them damn Timbs off.
C3 is a voice actor that not only does cartoon voices, but he also does funny voiceover videos for political events, sports monuments, and animal videos. If you're making a cartoon or just wants funny commentary on a video, you have to hit him up. It's a must. This was an 11 o'clock episode. Let me know how y'all feel about the energy, because if y'all appreciate it, then hey, we will continue to do these videos beyond Dre's bedtime. And like that, we out.